Future Motion is suing Tony and Floatwheel for patent infringement, and it's making everybody in the onewheel community go crazy. Everybody's pissed at each other. I've heard both sides. You got Scott Mendenhall and his friends on one side kind of defending Future Motion. You've got Jeff McCosker and others on the other side saying it's bullshit. We're not going to get a sport if there's no competition. You know, Jeff likens it to the snowboarding community back in like the 90s. And really when that sport took off is when the boards became more ubiquitous and there's more creativity and more innovation, and that created excitement and that created demand. But I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there of why Future Motion is doing this. And let me get into that. But first of all, let me say that I do agree with Jeff that one-wheeling is not a sport, my friends. I hate to tell you, there's 350,000 one-wheels out there. That is not a lot. That's embarrassing almost. 350,000? We need this to be, there needs to be 1 million boards sold every year for this to be a mainstream sport, to be able to support the ecosystem that we need for this to be a real board sport. Right now, it's just kind of a niche hobby for people. And I think one of the reasons it's remained a niche hobby is because one company does control the vast majority of boards out there, Future Motion. And that's led to, I guess, probably less innovation, and the cost of the boards are really high. Now, the reason why Future Motion is doing this is not because they're Machiavellian or because they're evil or they're conniving. And no, listen, Kyle is an engineer and Jack Mudd is, got good vibes. I think these people aren't bad people. They're operating under constraints that you may not be aware of. And, I work in the beer industry, and I remember years ago, Anheuser-Busch was suing a small craft brewer in Delaware over some brand name. And I asked their chief counsel, I was like, why are you doing this? It just makes you look like dicks. It's like you're punching down. And he agreed. But he explained to me that the way that patent law works in the United States is that you have to defend your patents, even and especially in court, or else you give them up. The other thing is that Future Motion does have private equity investors, and I'm sure as a part of their investment agreement, they have to defend all their patents vigorously. And because, when you're going out searching for money, that's all you have to raise money on are your patents. And so they have to defend their patents or else they'd be in violation of those contracts. And so I think Kyle is kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here, where he wants to be the cool guy that creates a new board sport on the one hand. On the other hand, he's running a business, and there are contractual restraints to what he can and cannot do in that business. So I think once you understand that, you might understand more why Future Motion is acting in the way they are. Really, the secret sauce of a one-wheel is the self-balancing part, and that part's not patented. Look at EUCs. I love this sport. It's transformed my life. It's something that I never imagined that I'd be doing. I've never been into board sports. I'm old. I'm fat. There's just a lot of reasons why it wouldn't be a natural sport for me. But once I took it up about a year ago, I'm addicted to it. I love it. I can't stop. I have 3 boards. Probably going to have 4 by the end of the month. So, and there's no reason why I need that many boards. It's just, I just love it.